Alright, so we're doing a part two of this sad story, love story. I have a Pop Tart. I mean, a food item, so I don't get sued. Let's begin. Some of this stuff, though. Ooh. Like, same rules apply for the first one. If you haven't seen that one, don't call me illiterate unless you really, really want to. I stared at the girl next to me. She was my so-called best friend. I stared at her. Long, solidly hair. And I wished she was mine. But she didn't notice me like that. I knew it. After class, she walked up to me and asked me for the note she had missed the day before. I handed her to her. She said, "Thanks," and gave me a kiss on the cheek. I want her to know that I don't want to be just friends. I love her, but I'm too shy to tell her. I'm too shy to tell her, and I don't know why. You want her in the 7th grade. Yo, kiss on the cheek, though. I feel like she thinks you're a little bit more than friends, too. It's junior year. My phone rang. On the other end, it was her. She was in tears, mumbling on and on about love, broken heart. She asked me how to come over because she didn't want to be alone, so I did. I sat next to her on the sofa. Ooh, sofa. I stared at her soft eyes, wishing she was mine. After 2 hours, I drew Barrymore movie and 3 bags of chips. She decided to go to sleep. She looked at me. She said, "Thanks," and gave me a kiss on the cheek. I wanted to tell her I want her to know that I don't want to be just friends. I love her, but I'm too shy to tell her, and I don't know why. Because you're shy. At senior year, it's the day before prom. She went to my locker. She said, "No, my date is sick," she said. "He is not going to go." Well, I didn't have a date, and in 7th grade, we made a promise that if neither of us had date, we'd just go as best friends, and so we did. It's prom night. After everything was over with, I was standing at her front doorstep. I stared at her intensely. She smiled at me. I might have crap in my teeth. I wanted her to be mine, but she doesn't think of me like that, and I know it. Then she said, "I had the best time, thanks," and she gave me a kiss on the cheek. I wanted to tell her, her to know, I don't want to be just best friends. I love her, but I'm too shy to say. I don't know why. I wonder how, like, this is more of a poem. A day passed, and then a week, and then a month. Before I could blank, it was graduation day. I watched her perfect booty. Yeah, we all know what he was watching, guys. Float like an angel up on stage to get her diploma. I wanted her to be mine, but she doesn't think of me that way, and I know it. Before everyone went home, she came to me in her smoking hat and cried as I hugged her. She lifted her head from my shoulders and said, "You're my best friend." "Thanks," and gave me a kiss on the cheek. I wanted to tell her, It's a few years later. Now I sit in the pews of a church that she's getting married in now. I watched her say "I do" and drive off into her new life. Married to another man. I wanted to be mine, but and I knew, "You came next." She kissed me on the cheek. She probably thinks he's gay or something. Whatever. I looked down at the coffin of a girl who used to be my best friend. Oh, that's not sad. I want something that'll make me cry. Okay, well, anyway, she dies if you didn't read ahead. that will make you cry. Short, there we go. That last one took up the whole time. Most emotional story that will make you cry. It's a red velvet food item. It can be any story. It's pretty long. It's a dog. Oh my god, no! My only weakness is dogs. And keys. Alright, if we don't have enough time, because I can only record 15 minutes with my little thing here, we will probably... I don't know. We will probably just pick up where I left off. When I was a puppy, I entertained you with my antics and made you laugh. You called me your child, and despite a number of chewed shoes and a couple of murdered throw pillows, I became your best friend. Whenever it was bad, you'd shake your finger at me and say, "How could you?" But then you'd relent and roll me over for a belly rub. Really weird, though. My house training took a little longer than expected, because you were terribly busy, but we worked on that together. I remember those nights of nuzzling you in bed, listening to your that word and secret dream. Confidences. Oh, my bad. Confidences and secret dreams. I believe that in life. I believe life could not be any more perfect. We went for long walks and runs in the park. Car rides, stops for ice cream. I only got a cone because ice cream is bad for dogs, you said. And I took long naps in the sun, waiting for you to come home. At the end of the day, gradually, you began spending more time at work and on your career, and moved you searching for a human mate. Ha! Ew. I waited for you patiently, comforted you through heartbreaks, disappointments, never whatever, and romped with glee at your homecomings when you fell in love. She is now your wife. Wait, she's now your wife, is not a dog person. Still, oh, it's a girl. I welcomed her into our home. She tried to show her affection, and I obeyed her. I was happy because you were happy. And then the human babies came along, and I shared your excitement. I was fascinated by their pinkness, how they smelled. They smelled terrible. I loved it. I wanted to mother them, too, only she had you worried that I might hurt them. I spent most of my life banished to another room, or to a dog crate. Oh, I wanted to love them, but I became a prisoner of love. As they began to grow, I became their friend. They clung to my fur and pulled themselves up on wobbly legs, poked fingers in my eyes. Investigated my ears and gave me kisses on my nose. I loved everything about them, especially their touch, because your touch was so infrequent, and I would have defended them with my life if need be. I would sneak into their beds and listen to their worries and secret dreams. Together we did the same thing that you did. You just answered yes and changed the subject. I had gone from being just a dog to a very behalf. Now you have a new career, opportunity, in another city, and you will be moving there. There was a time when I was your family. Oh, really? You're leaving? I was excited to ride in a circle until we papered animal shelter. Smell the dogs and cats of fear and hopelessness. I understand. You had to pry your son's finger loose from me, scream, "No! Daddy! Please don't let me take my dog! He doesn't have a name! I worried for him, and what lessons you just taught him about friendship and loyalty! About love, responsibility, and about respect for the rest of my life." I say as I'm screaming around the house. You gave me a goodbye pat on the head, avoided my eyes, and politely refused to take my collar and leash with you. You had to decline to meet me, and now I have to. Terrifying. After you left. Sorry. You probably know about your upcoming move months ago. It made no attempt to find me another good home. They shook their heads. How could you? They're as attentive to us here as the shelter is busy. There's a available to feed us, of course, but I lost my appetite days ago. At first, when everyone passed my pen, I just rushed. I was like, it better be you. What was it you, dude? You left me alone. I'm mad at you. Your kids probably hate you. I heard footsteps as she came a corner for me. I patted along the side of the aisle. Separate room. A blissfully quiet room. She paced me on the table, rubbed my ears, and told me not to worry. My heart pounded for anticipation of what's to come. But there was also a sense of relief. The prisoner of love had run out of days, as it is my nature. I was more concerned about her, the burden she bears heavily on me. And then I went for... Yeah, no, I went for a walk. I didn't get put down. I went for a walk, and then I ate some chocolate. No, you can't. I want a fake story. I'm not going to make fun of people's live stories, right? Here's a really short one. Once there was a kid. He went to school and did well. Because he did so well in school, he had hopes of being successful in the future. He did well on his own. But his dad started to push him more. Like, you know what I mean? Like walking. Push. Spit all over the screen, man. I'm disgusting. And then push and push and push. Even though he himself did not go well in school, he just kept pressuring him like this can of beverage about what type of college he had to